Most people believe weight gain is about eating too much or moving too little. But what if your body is storing fat not because you are overeating, but because of a habit you repeat every single day without noticing? A habit so common it feels normal. A habit that quietly trains your body to protect fat instead of burning it. You may feel like you're eating normally, but inside, your metabolism is making decisions
once you understand
never agreed how this habit works, you may realize why losing fat has felt harder than it should. Before we go deeper, let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Cortex, and my job is to explain what your body is doing when no one is watching. Not with fear, not with hype, but with real biology. Because your body is not broken. It's responding exactly the way it was designed to respond. The problem is that modern habits often send the wrong signals. The habit we're talking about is frequent eating without true hunger, constant snacking, eating every few hours just because food is available, the clock says so, or your energy dips slightly. On the surface, it seems harmless, small portions, nothing extreme. But biologically, this pattern keeps your body in a constant fed state, and that changes everything. Every time you eat, your blood sugar rises. In response, insulin is released. Insulin's job is not evil. It moves nutrients into cells. But insulin also has another role that most people don't realize. It tells your body to stop burning fat. As long as insulin is elevated, fat burning is paused. When you eat frequently, insulin never gets the chance to drop low enough for your body to switch into fat-burning mode. Instead, your metabolism stays locked in storage mode. Research from the National Institutes of Health shows that insulin sensitivity is highly dependent on how often insulin is triggered, not just how much sugar you eat. Even small snacks can raise insulin enough to block fat release. This means that someone eating modest portions all day can store more fat than someone eating fewer, well-spaced meals with the same calories. At first, your body adapts quietly. You don't feel it immediately. But constant insulin signaling teaches your fat cells to become more protective. They resist releasing energy. They behave like emergency storage units, even when no emergency exists. This is one reason why people feel tired between meals even though they are eating enough. Energy is locked away, not unavailable. Around this point, many people notice cravings that feel urgent and emotional. That's not a lack of willpower. Studies from Harvard show that frequent eating can dysregulate ghrelin and leptin, the hormones that control hunger and fullness. When these signals lose their rhythm, your brain stops trusting your body's energy status. You feel hungry even when fuel is plentiful. And each time you respond with another snack, the cycle reinforces itself. This is where things quietly escalate. Muscle cells, exposed to constant insulin, begin to respond less efficiently. This is the early stage of insulin resistance. Your body compensates by releasing even more insulin to achieve the same effect. Fat storage increases, especially around the abdomen, because visceral fat is highly responsive to insulin signals. You may not see dramatic weight gain at first, but your body composition is shifting underneath. Here is the turning point most people miss. It's not just about fat gain. It's about metabolic flexibility. A healthy metabolism can switch between burning glucose and burning fat. Frequent eating removes the need for that switch. The metabolic muscle becomes weak. Research published in Cell Metabolism shows that extended periods without insulin allow fat cells to release stored energy and improve mitochondrial efficiency. Without those periods, the system becomes rigid. At this stage, people often say, "I eat all the time, but I still feel low energy." That's because your body is trained to expect external fuel constantly. When it's not immediately available, it doesn't smoothly transition to stored fuel. It panics. Cortisol rises. Blood sugar becomes unstable. Mood dips, and the solution feels like more food, not rest or metabolic recovery. About 300 characters in, this is where most people decide whether to keep watching or not. If this is already making sense, take a second to like the video, subscribe, and tell me in the comments how often you eat during the day. Your patterns matter more than you think. Now, here's the part that changes perspective. This habit doesn't make your body weak. It makes it defensive. From an evolutionary standpoint, constant food availability with no breaks never existed. So when insulin never drops, your body assumes instability. It stores energy aggressively, just in case. You are not failing your diet. Your diet is confusing your biology. Studies from Stanford University show that even without calorie reduction, simply reducing eating frequency can improve insulin sensitivity within weeks. People often report more stable energy, fewer cravings, and gradual fat loss without forcing restriction. Not because they ate less, but because their hormones finally received clear signals. This doesn't mean everyone should eat once a day. It means your body needs periods where insulin is low enough to access stored energy. That window allows repair, fat mobilization, and metabolic reset. Without it, fat storage becomes the default setting. Of course, there are risks when people misunderstand this concept. Skipping meals while under-eating protein and nutrients can create stress instead of healing. The goal is not starvation. It is signaling. Your body responds to patterns more than perfection. If you are constantly snacking, constantly thinking about food, constantly tired despite eating, this habit may be the quiet reason, not because food is bad, but because timing teaches your metabolism how to behave. The most surprising thing is how quickly the body responds when the signal changes. Within days, hunger becomes more predictable, energy steadies. Fat loss feels less like a fight. Not because you forced it, but because your body finally feels safe enough to let go. This habit is not destroying you overnight. It's training your body slowly. And the good news is that training can be reversed. If this video helped you see your habits differently, leave a comment telling me what surprised you most. Like the video if you learned something new, and subscribe if you want to understand what your body is doing before it becomes a problem. Your metabolism is listening. You just have to speak its language.